Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today, I would like to play a few more of the alternative endings of Grotesque Beauty. I remember there's still like a few left, not entirely sure, but I remember with the option that I go and Anita stay. It'll be different because she was like worship the girl. So yeah, let's just do that. I don't really remember what else I could have done to have like a different ending, but yeah. I remember calling the police, I guess. Yeah, calling the police. I guess we already played through this, so yeah. Let's just see what's like the only the different one, not like the things that I played already, I guess. So when we got back, she'll be like, "Ah, my lord, my lady," something like that. Nothing is free in this world. Child, for something to escape, there must be an exchange. Interesting. There you go. So here's when I got back. That's terrifying. To entertain. Okay. I still remember that. You worry too much. I'm only trying to please our guests. Hey, where are all the options and everything? I'm sorry, but I think I have to skip. Oh, this is a long one. Okay, so we talked to her. What did we choose last time? What did we choose last time? Oh, it was the same as this one. Uh, okay, so let's just save there, I guess, and then we'll see about that. I'm not really sure what we did last time. I think we encouraged her. Let's warn her, I guess. You should be careful. I don't know if I can trust her. Why not? She's been held captive for a long time. She's the victim here. Don't you think she deserves the benefit of the doubt? Plus, she's also gorgeous. Eh, yeah, about gorgeous. I'm not sure about that. I mean, if you think about it, she's not that gorgeous. What does that have to do with anything? Look, she's got you completely wrapped around her finger and have you dancing to her tune. It just looks like she might be manipulating you. You're just saying that because you're jealous. What? No. Look, just be careful, okay? Remember that a lot of weird things have been happening tonight. Least of all, this stranger appearing to be a damn painting. I know you're just looking out for me, but you don't have to worry. I can handle this. I hope so. Is there anything else you want to say? Okay. We talked about this already. Okay. So, we returned to the bedroom and was immediately given a fright. We almost walked straight into the stranger standing right behind the door. Jeez, you scared me. I heard what you two were saying, huh? I thought I could trust you both, but you two were careless. How disappointing. Hey, we did nothing wrong. We've been doing our best, looking out for you, so what's with all the accusation? And why were you spying on us? Spying? That's rich coming from you. You were out of this room to make a phone call. You claim you were speaking with the police, but it's clear that you were communicating with someone else. I had to ask myself, why put up this deceit? And the answer was clear. You are in on it. I read this before. Ugh. Yep, I definitely read this before. That looks fun, dude. Attack the woman or run. Save. Obviously, I chose attack the woman last time, right? I'm not sure. Not entirely sure. Yeah, definitely chose this one before. Yep. Yep. Imposter, I remember. Yep. Yep. So I should run. What happened if I run? I don't know what happened. What would happen? Anita, please! Don't do this! My words don't faze her. Oh, obviously, she's now in love with the gorgeous painting. So, obviously. She lets out an animalistic wail and begins sprinting at me full tilt. I didn't have time to think. Instincts took over, and I ran out of the room as fast as I could. Maybe I ran back to the room and closed it, but this time only myself. I didn't turn to look, but I could feel Anita close in pursuit. I ran to Anita's bedroom, tried to slam the door behind me. Anita was right on my heels and threw herself forward, wedging her body between the door. I gave the door a big shove, but Anita didn't give an inch. She thrashed like a rabid animal. Her nails scratched my skin. With inhuman strength, she smashed through the door and flings me backward. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, she seemed very determined to kill me. She stood before me in a challenging stance. I had little time to react. Ooh, cool. More options. Just the way I like it. I can delete this one. Pusher will grab chair. I think she's so strong now. So the reasonable thing is to grab a chair. But let's just choose pusher to see what will happen. Let's push her. I initiate the first move and I lunged forward with both arms extended. That sounds fair. Anita was quick to react. She grabbed my wrist to stabilize herself. Her head came jutting forward and knocked me hard to the ground. I died. No? Oh yeah, that looks so creepy. Suddenly Anita was on top of me. She tried to pin my hands down. Her demented face loomed over me. Saliva spattered about as she screamed and growled. I struggled, like under the weight of her, twisting this way and that. I wrenched my hands free. Very quickly, her hands found my throat. Oh. More options? Fuck off. I can strike her. Strike her. I struck my fist upwards, landing some hard blows to Anita's face. Something cracks. In the heat of the fight, my senses were overloaded. Something wet dripped in my eye. I blinked it away and see the blurred silhouette of Anita. Oh, is it her blood? Blood was trickling freely from her nose and lips. Her eyes burned with fury intensified by the taste of blood in the air. A scream escaped from me, but it was swiftly cut out. Oh no, I'm dead. Cold fingers tightened around my throat and began to squeeze the light out of me. I gasped desperately for air and clawed at Anita in a fragile way. I imagined myself at that moment like a fish caught out of water, thrashing, mouth agape, in a futile fight. My arms go numb. I couldn't summon the strength to dislodge the weight of Anita on top of me. My vision's dim. The only thing that lit up the darkness was burning light behind the eyes of the possessed Anita. She seems devilish. I knew that would be the last thing I would see. My friend disappeared as I shut my eyes. Forever. Oh, there you go. What ending will I have? Ending 4. A dog's death. A dog's death? Me? I'm a dog? That seems a little bit weird to say. What else can I do about that? There are like so many endings. Maybe 30, I guess. But I only get like, I noted down a few. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 19. So I got like around 10 left. It's like a pusher. And then I would try to choose the other options. Escape grip. I grabbed Anita's thumbs and tried with all my might to pry myself free from her grasp. That's a good option. Pulling down with my arms, I was able to pluck away a few fingers. It was enough for me to keep my breath. Anita momentarily surrenders my neck to seize control of my arms. Oh, that's good. Oh, then another kind of, I don't know. I knew I had to break free from being under her. I whirled my arms from side to side, trying to throw her off balance. I felt her topple ever so slightly to one side. Quickly I sat up and pulled a leg free. I turned away and climbed up the bed. Anita takes me by the shoulder. We wrestled for control, but I was able to maneuver halfway up the bed. Pretty strong. Pretty strong. She has me pinned to the side and I lost control over the arm trapped beneath us. With my loose hand, I reach around for something I could use. Oh, there you go. Ah, more options. Fuck off. Okay. Lamp, I guess. A lamp. Use a lamp. I spot the lamp on the table beside us. It was a little out of my reach. I shift my weight over to the side, kicking myself closer in range. Anita was still holding on to me, but has now slipped down to my waist. Oh, there you go. So I have like more space, I don't know, to reach the lamp. Her hands snaked up to my face, digging nails into flesh. Ugh. A finger got into my mouth, a bit down hard. I don't have anything to say about that. Anita lets out an anguished cry as she relinquishes hold of me. With this brief window of time, I jumped up to snatch the table lamp. Anita jumped back on top of me, determined to wrestle the instrument from me. Oh, the same picture. With a heavy crunch, the lamp was dashed against her head. Anita toppled to the floor and remained motionless. Oh no, I might have killed her. Oh god, Anita, what have I done? See, there's always like that. She did not respond. I feared for the worst. My friend laid motionless on the floor. I don't think like a hit to the head by a lamp would be that fatal. I don't think so. In another life, things wouldn't have been much different. We would have had an ordinary sleepover. Well, not in this, wow, dimension? I can't speak today. Anita gave me her bed whilst she took the floor, but in this scenario, Anita was not sleeping. I was afraid to check on her, not wanting to discover the state I had left her in. After what felt like a minute, I mustered enough courage to approach the body. Anita? Oh no. I gave her shoulder a gentle shake, but got no response. Finally, I looked at her face. Her empty eyes stared off into a place I couldn't see. It was as I had feared. Anita's lifeless body lay in a puddle of her blood. No, it can't be. Just like a lamp. Can't be, right? I killed her. I killed my friend in her own home. Though she was possessed by something demonic, I just couldn't get over what I've done. Anita, at least she's now free of whatever curse had gotten a hold of her. An immersed feeling of sorrow came over me. I bit down at my lip. It was all I could do to stop myself from weeping. Instantly, the guilt turned to alert. The sound of footsteps came from the hall. Oh no, it's the demon. They stopped outside of the room. During the fight with Anita, I had almost forgotten about the real danger I was in. No further sounds were made outside, but I knew she stood there, waiting to come in. You're a cunning one. I knew she would fail me. She was too weak, and I knew I could control her easily. Oh no. Now I die? The bedroom door creaked open. The long, elegant figure of the stranger hovered between the door frame. Standing there, she resembled the first time I saw her inside the painting. So graceful, and yet I knew the danger she posed. Ah, is it too loud? Am I speaking too loud? I'm not sure. Standing there, oh yeah, a slither of white flesh slid out from her gown as she took a step inside the room. She didn't even pass a glance at Anita's lifeless body. She had completely lost interest in her puppet now that she was of no use to her. What were you? Ever the curious thing, aren't you? Have you not had enough of searching for answers to things you shouldn't know? I just want to know why you're doing this. We did nothing to you. Why didn't you just leave us alone? Stupid child. Why did you bring an unnatural object into your home? Do you not understand what the painting is? It is a prison to keep me out of your realm. But it is not all powerful. There are rules it must obey. For someone to come out, someone must take its place. How lucky for me to have a host of two to choose from. You don't have to choose. Take Anita. She's dead. Are you going to kill me? That is your choice. Anita may have failed to capture you, but she can still serve a purpose. I only need one body, so out of kindness I will give you this choice. Leave now, go free and be spared of the misfortune that will come your way should you stay. Only leave your friend behind. Oh, I have to choose again. Fuck. Or you can foolishly spurn my generous offer, and I can make your life a living hell. Fuck off. Ugh. I guess I say Anita is my friend. Even though she's gone, I cannot leave her body to a freak like you. In a statement of defiance, I spat a mouthful of saliva at the stranger. The spittle landed on the carpet floor, inches away from her feet. How disappointing. After I offer such a benevolent gestures, you disgrace yourself with your insolence. There's nothing generous about you. You invaded our home. Without you, my friend would still be alive. Such a wicked girl. In a blink of an eye, the woman's demeanor completely switched. I nearly jumped out of my skin from the shock. Her sweet voice became quite coarse and venomous. I read this before. I read this before. The very sound of her words dissolved away from any defiance. Her composed facade gave way to reveal her true self, a face of hate, anger, and malice. Piercing eyes stabbed daggers into my very soul. An unworldly sense of danger struck me. I have never witnessed hatred like this. You think you have the power to defy me? You know nothing of what you're dealing with. You're just insects, and insects cannot escape my grand designs. Yeah, if it wasn't clear before, there was no mistaking now that this was no ordinary woman. Countless generations of evolution. I've seen this before. I've seen this before. Yes, definitely I've seen this before. So, wait a minute. So I will play the rest of the game, but by myself? So no more Anita? That's what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Or I just died? Oh, hey. I quiver at the formidable sight. My whole world felt small in that instant. I lunged for the earth to open up and swallow me whole. Anything to take me away from this nightmare. The creature let out a sharp hiss. I awaken from petrified state, and the immediacy of the situation catches up to me. The thing towered over Anita, daring me to try and claim her. I have to act fast. I have to choose again! Fuck! There's so many options! I thought this was like the last episode. There's so many options. Why are there so many options? Okay. We run. We cannot fight that bitch. We run. We run. There was no way of fighting this thing head on. I made a run for the door. With rapid feet, I vaulted over the desk and cut the distance short. The monster followed. It was quicker than it looked. Oh, duh. I could feel it like a tingle down my spine. I wrapped a hand around the doorknob as I jumped through the door. Spinning around, I tried to slam the door shut behind me. A tentacle shot out from behind the door and took my wrist. Oh! There goes the tentacle. In a shocking turn of events, the rapid speed of the creature was too great for it to stop abruptly, and it crushed into the door, forcing it shut. The door cut off the tentacle, wrapped around my wrist. Bright liquid spewed from the wound where it was once connected. Ugh! Tentacle. Not hentai. A shrill shriek resonated from behind the door. It moaned. An eerie noise mixed into the cries were angry curses. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. Just you wait. I will make you suffer. That hurts my throat. The thing continued to wail. I didn't want to wait around to see the fury glowing in his eyes, but I knew it was terrible to behold. Just on the other side of the door, I pissed off a demon that wants me dead. I didn't waste any more time and started running. Why do I run to the kitchen? I didn't know where my feet were taking me. All I knew was that I wanted to be as far away from the creature as possible. Why didn't I run to the door? The main door. I turned around the corner and found myself in the kitchen. It was a big kitchen with connecting doors to the dining room and hallway. It didn't have long to take in my surroundings as thunderous footsteps grew louder and louder. I need a hiding place. I have to choose again, don't I? I scanned about for a well-protected spot and ran under the dining table in the other room. Oh, I don't have to choose. Okay, cool. Oh, this is a new place. I've never seen this before. The tangle of chairs' legs make it awkward to maneuver, but thankfully the noise I made was masked by the creatures storming the kitchen. I made a huge ruckus, tipping over tables and knocking over pans. It made, not me. For now, it didn't seem to know where I was, but I knew it would only a matter of time before it would find me. I should move into the living room. From there, I could get to the stairs and get back to Anita. Oh, I'm trying to get back the body and then get away because I don't want to give her the body. That's why. I was so novel that I don't even remember about Anita. I need to put a bit of distance between me and that monster. I crawled out of my hiding place. Just as I was halfway out in the open, I glanced into the kitchen. The monster had his back turned to me. The kitchen was completely turned upside down, but something else caught my eye. Scattered at the edge of the door was an egg timer, one with a big dial that you would wind up and rings loudly when the timer goes off. An idea popped into my head. Maybe I could use this as a distraction, if only it was within reach. The problem was that it was close to the kitchen, within sight of the creature. I would have to go out of my way to claim, which would lead me perilously close to being spotted. Ooh, more choices. I guess I have to get to the end of this, and we'll play the rest in the next episode. I suppose. Get it? I think the distraction is a good idea. I mean, I got a chance to get the timer again. It might just save me from a tricky situation later. With my mind made up, I crawled towards the kitchen, my eyes fixed on the timer. I didn't dare to glance up. Slowly, I approached it, trying my best to remain small and quiet. The timer was within my reach. My hand shot out, a little too hastily. Instead of claiming it in one smooth motion, my fingers clumsily knocked it away. I flinched, holding my breath. It was too late to back out now. I took a silent step forward and grabbed the timer. As there was no alarm coming from the kitchen, I took that to mean I was safe. My heart pounded against my chest as I summoned all the courage I had in me to glance up in the kitchen. Oh no! Don't do that. In the darkness, it was hard to tell if I was imagining things. Often at night, my eyes can play tricks like that, but I was not dreaming this. Oh! Oh. Well, that was, unfortunate. That was unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Really, 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 really unfortunate for me. Well, I'm dead. The monster was looking right at me. I've been spotted. It was eerily calm in how it stared at me. A toothy grin let me know that the game was up. It's over. The calm moment of silence was interrupted. I sprang up and rushed for the exit. Fuck. A storm of noise chased behind me. A claw dug into my ankle, bringing me crashing to the ground. The monster was right on top of me. I let out a scream. Well, I'm dead. I can tell I'm dead. Pretty sure I can tell I'm dead. Out of time. Cool. Out of time. Very cool. Okay, so that is it for this episode. I don't want to make the video too long like the last one because I thought the last one was like the last one, but it was not. Last one I tried to like play like a bit more, like an hour I think, but I don't want to do that like for every video. It would be like so boring. So I think I would call this the end of the video of an episode. I will cut this into 2 episodes, so you would still get more of Grotesque Beauty, but in the next video, so it won't be too long, I guess. So if you have any more recommendations, any suggestions, anything like that, leave it down in the comments below. I read everything, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Oh, and thank you guys for the 1,000 view videos. I'm really happy with it. Even though it's just like, I didn't actually say anything in the video, but I still get like over 1,000 views. Which is crazy for me, of course, because I only have like 48 subscribers. 48 subscribers. 47, not 48. But yeah, that was cool. Maybe it's like a trend that don't say anything and then you would get like views, because I can be quite annoying, I guess, not very attractive. So yeah, I'll see about that, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Again, thank you for the support. Peace.